Hi guys, my name's Ella and I'm here with Body Club today filming a lower body workout for you guys. We're going to keep it nice and quick, about 20 minutes, just firing up the glutes, the quads and the hamstrings. I'm going to be using one kettlebell. Some of the exercises we're going to do are body weight, so minimum equipment, quite high intensity, but still suitable for beginners to intermediates. So let's see how we get on. So, first one we're going to do, I'm going to give you guys a little demonstration first, and then I'm going to grab the weight and we're going to go straight in. So first one we're going to do is we're going to do our squats. So when we're doing a squat, we want to engage our core. So imagine you're pulling your belly button in towards the spine, keeping that all nice and tight. We're going to have our feet underneath our hips, keeping the chest up. You're going to hinge slightly into the hips, bend the knees. At the bottom of your squat, you're going to drive through the heels, squeeze the glutes, coming up to standing, making sure we're not locking out those knees. So slight bend in the knees at all time. From there, you're going to go straight into a forwards lunge. So as we're stepping forward, all of our weight's going to transfer into that front foot. We're going to drop our back knee down towards the ground, drive through the heels, squeezing the glutes, back up to standing, bring the feet together. Then from there, we're going to step into our reverse lunge. So again, as you're stepping back, all of your weight stays in that front foot, keeping the core nice and tight. Drop the back knee down towards the ground, driving through the heel and bringing the feet together. So that's the little sequence we're going to do. We're going to do 5 on each side. If you want to add a weight in, go ahead. I'm going to do this one body weight. I'm just going to take my jacket off and we'll get started. So, okay, bracing the core, down into our squat, driving up through the heels into our forwards lunge, drop that back knee, pushing through the heel, bring the feet together, and reverse lunge. That's 1, swapping, I messed that up, let's do that again. So, squat, forwards, and reverse, and back into our squat. Other side, forwards, and reverse, and squat. Keep that core nice and tight, swapping legs. Okay, that's 2 on each leg. Pushing up through your heel, back into the middle, into our reverse, and squat. Swapping sides, forwards, and reverse, and squat. 2 more on each side. Forwards, and reverse, and squat. Swapping legs, you should start feeling the burn in your quads at this point. Stepping back, and into our squat. 1 more on each side. Forwards, and reverse, and squat. Last one. Push up through the heel, back into the middle, and reverse, and squat. Okay, we're going to give it a 30-second rest, and then we're going to do that one more time. 2 more times. Ooh. Let me start the timer there. Whew. 30-second rest. So each circuit, we're going to do 3 circuits. We're going to do 3 sets of each. So give it another 15 seconds, and then we'll do that one again. Okay, 10 seconds, guys. Almost there. We should be getting our breath back by now. Okay, and 3, 2, 1. Okay, and down into our squat. Keep that core nice and tight. Stepping forward, forwards lunge. Driving through the heel, stepping back. Drop that back knee, back into the middle, swapping legs, forwards, and reverse, and back into the middle. That's 1. Stepping forward, stepping back, and squat. Driving up through our heels. Try and regulate your breathing with this as well. So on our way down into our lunge, we're going to inhale, exhale, pushing up. Good, I've lost count a little bit, I believe we're on 2. Forwards, and reverse, and squat. 1, forwards, and reverse, and squats. 2 more on each leg. Reverse, keep that core engaged, keep the chest up. Squat. Last one on each leg. Should really feel the quads kicking in now. Last one, swapping over, and reverse, and squat. Okay, let's give it a 30-second rest. Start the timer, and we'll do it one last time. And then our next circuit after this, we're gonna add in a weight. But for this one, let's just stick body weight. Let's not tire ourselves out too early. So give it another 15 seconds, and then we'll go again. Okay, 5 seconds, guys. 3, 2, 1. Here we go, last one. And squat, keep the chest up. Forwards lunge, reverse lunge, and back into our squat. Other side, forwards, and reverse, and back into the squat. That's 1. Swapping legs, weight in our heels, pushing up. Swapping sides, reverse, and squat. That's 2. Forwards, reverse, and squat. That's 3. 3 almost. Now after that one, now we're moving to our 4th set. Forwards, stepping back, and squat. And forwards, reverse, squat. Last one on each leg, forward, stepping back, and squat, swapping sides, forward, reverse, and squat. Okay guys, let's have a little rest. If you have water, now is the time to drink some. We're gonna do another circuit. I'm gonna add in this big old kettlebell for this next one. So, next circuit we're gonna do a goblet squat, RDL, and a Bulgarian split squat. Pause with me for 1 second. Let me just grab a chair. Thank you. Okay, there goes the timer. Okay, so I'm going to keep it side on for the RDL so I can really show you guys the form on this one. Really important, main things. We're pulling our pelvis back, keeping our core engaged. I don't want to see any arching of the back. You want to keep that neutral spine to protect your lower back. Feet underneath the hips, keep that core nice and tight. You're going to pull your shoulders back. This is your starting position. With your legs, I want to see a slight bend in the knee. So we're not locking out our knees, slight bend. We're going to push into our hips, keeping that neutral spine, keeping the shoulders back. So our back comes nice and flat. Then we're going to push through our heels, squeeze the glutes, drive the hips forward. With your breathing, I want to see you inhale on the way down, exhale, pushing up. Obviously we're going to add a weight in a second. I'm just going to show you guys how it works first. Next one is a goblet squat. So we've done a load of squats already. You should know how to do this one. So you're going to have your weight up at your chest, feet underneath the hips, core engaged. We're going to hinge slightly into our hips, bend the knees, push through the heels as we're coming up, making sure not to lock those knees. Keep a slight bend. Last one we're going to do, and if you've done this one before, you know it's hard. So we're going to do a Bulgarian split squat. Little trick I recently learned for your split squat. To find your starting position, take a seat on the piece of equipment you're going to be using, extend your front leg up, come up to standing, and then place your toes against the chair. This is your perfect setup for your split squat. So make sure hips are square, core is engaged, slight bend in this front knee. We're going to drop the back knee down towards the ground as we hinge slightly into our hip while keeping the chest up. Then we're going to push through the heels, squeeze the glute, coming back up to standing. With our breathing, inhale on the way down, exhale pushing up. So we're going to do 12 reps of each, no rest in between. So 12 reps of our squats, 12 reps of our RDLs, and then 10 reps each side on our split squats. Then we're going to have a 40-second rest. So let's start. So pull the shoulders back, brace the core, slight bend in the knee, hinging into the hips. So usually just below the knee, you should feel that pull in the hamstrings. Push through the heels, squeeze the glutes, drive the hips forward. Hinging all the way back, keep that core nice and strong. It's not about going as low as you physically can. It's just about moving to your hips' full range of motion. And we're going to exhale, pushing up. That's 4 reps. Keep our cores engaged. Okay, 5 more. Okay, last 3 guys, we're nearly there. Keep those shoulders back, keep that engagement through your back. Last 1. Okay, bring the kettlebell up to your chest if you have one. Let's go for our squats. So we're going to inhale going down, exhale pushing up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, halfway, 7, 8, 9, 10, last 2, 11, one more, 12, stopping there. Last little bit, I'm getting rid of the kettlebell for this one. Let's do the split squats. So if you're right-handed, start with your left leg. If you're left-handed, start with your right leg. So take a seat, extend the leg forward, up to standing, rest your toes against the chair, keep the core engaged, chest up, drop the back knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last 1, 10. Swapping sides. Ooh, do the little foot dance. Okay, let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's have a little rest. Have a breather. I'm going to set the timer. Ooh. Let's go 50 seconds. Okay, legs should be starting to get a little bit more tired now. Make sure at this point we're having little sips of water. Have a nice deep breath. We're going to give it 35 more seconds. We're going to do the whole thing again. "25 seconds. So starting with our RDLs, then goblet squats, then our Bulgarian split squats. Okay, getting ready, 10 seconds. All right, wait for the timer. 3, 2, 1, there it is. Right, RDLs, shoulders back, brace your core, let's go. That's 5, Make sure we're keeping our chins tucked on this one as well, so our neck stays in line with the spine. 9, 3 more. 10, 11, 12. Into our squats. Inhale, going down. That's 4, 5. Okay, we're halfway. 1, 12. Okay, split squats, do the little trick, sitting down, extend the leg up to standing. Ooh, make sure you don't kick the chair over, and let's go for 10. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, swapping legs. Whew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's have a little rest, guys. So we should be aiming to do a session like this, so let's say a lower body session, minimum of twice a week, obviously dependent on your goals. Time is up, I'll tell you more on the next one. Right, last set, let's do it. Okay, shoulders back, brace your core into our RDLs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Let's go for our squats. Feet under the hips, let's go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, for our split squats. So, back to our trick, leg extended, stepping forward. Okay, keep the hips square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Swapping sides. Keep the hips square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, let's rest before we move on to our next one. So, let me start the timer. Okay, last circuit we're going to do, just body weight on this one as well. Last little burnout of our quads. So, we're going to start with some lunge pulses. If you've done these before, they're horrible. You're going to do 20 pulses on each leg, 20 reverse lunges, and then some hip thrusts. I'll show you each one and then we'll do it together. So, with your lunge pulses, start in your lunge position. You're going to pulse at the bottom rep, the bottom range of your lunge for 20 reps. Then you're going to swap into the other side, same again. And then we're going to do our reverse lunges. So with our reverse lunges, start with your feet underneath the hip, step back, drop the back knee, drive through the heel, squeeze the glute, back together, and swapping legs. For our hip thrust, you're going to need a chair. So you can add a weight in if you want at this point. So you're going to get your shoulder blades resting on the edge of a chair, feet about hip width apart. When you come up, you want your legs to be at a 90-degree angle. Keep that tension in your core. You're going to drop the hips. As you're coming up, you're going to pull the pelvis back, tuck the glutes. Keep that tension through the core. There should be a nice straight line from your knee to your chest. So pushing up, tucking the glutes. We're going to do 20 pulses, 20 reverse lunges, and then 15 hip thrusts. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. So, I am right-handed, so I'm going to start with my left. At the bottom of the rep, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Swapping legs. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, reverse lunges, stepping back, drop that back knee, drive through the heel, swapping legs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're halfway. Drive through the heel. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Let's go for those hip thrusts. So, shoulder blades resting on the chair or bench. Keep that core engaged. Tuck the pelvis, tuck the glutes, pull the pelvis back. 1, 2, 3. Keep the chin tucked as well. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, last one, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down, have a little rest. Ooh, start the timer, 50 seconds. So if your goal is hypertrophy, which is increase of muscle size, we want to be working each muscle group at least twice a week, ideally 3, but not everyone has enough time for that. So 2 if you can. Give it another 35 seconds. We'll do that one again. Quads should be thoroughly tired by this point. I know mine are. Okay, how long have we got? 10 seconds. Getting ready with our lunges. Okay, almost there. Wait for the timer. There it is. Oh, it's not going off, it's silent, but it is going off. There we go. Okay, and pulses ready. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Swapping legs. Ooh. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Ooh. Shake them out. Right. 20 reverse lunges. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push up through the heel. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, hip thrust, last one. Ooh. So shoulder blades against the chair or bench. Keep that core engaged. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, last one, hold it, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and coming down. Okay, I've realised I forgot to do a warm-up for all of that, so make sure we're doing some mobility to warm up with. I am going to take you on a little cool down now. So I'm going to move this chair out the way. We're just going to take a second to just get our breathing back. If you have a water bottle, have a few sips of water. And then when you're ready, we're going to come and lie down on the floor. This is the nice part. Take a little rest. We're going to bring our knee up towards our chest. Bring the knee over and across the body. Extend your arm away from you. Keep your shoulder to the floor. Use this other hand to hold down your knee and look back at your hand. You should feel a nice stretch through your back and into the tops of your glutes. You're looking back at this hand as well. Okay, we're going to swap into the other side. So bring the knee up towards the chest, over and across the body, shoulder to the floor, looking back at your hands. Okay, next one, we're going to stretch out the glutes. So we're going to hook one leg in front of the other, bring our hands through the legs, round either the front of the knee or behind the back of the knee, rest our head against the floor, and you should feel that stretching through the glutes. Take some deep breaths through it as well. Okay, let's swap into the other side. So hook the leg in front, hands between the legs, round the knee, and rest on the floor. Okay, we're going to come up into a lunge position. Let's stretch those hip flexors. So, leg at a 90-degree angle. Make sure we're tucking the tailbone, keeping the core nice and strong. You should feel that stretch going through your hip flexor. Going to hold it there. Really make sure you're tucking the tailbone to deepen that stretch. And we're going to peel the back foot up off the floor, get a bit more of a stretch through the quad. Okay, then we're going to keep flatten this back foot against the ground. Sit our bum towards the heel, extend that front leg, lift the toes, work the elbows towards the floor. Get a stretch going through your hamstrings. Okay, from here we're going to get into a pigeon pose, so another stretch for the glutes. So you're going to bring your knee, you're going to bring your heel towards your opposite hip, bring this knee down to the floor, and then we're going to get into a pigeon pose. The closer you are to your hip, the easier it is. So if you have your foot up here at more of a 90-degree angle, that feels a little bit trickier. So let's work the heel towards the hip. I'm going to start up upright, so get that stretch through the hip flexors. And then we're going to come forward and really get into the glutes. Resting here, it feels very nice. Okay, and then coming back up, we're going to peel the back foot up and get a stretch going through our quads. Okay, let's swap into the other side. So into the lunge position, tuck the tailbone, keep the chest up, get that stretch going through the hip flexors. And then peel that back foot up. Okay, and then we're going to flatten the back foot, sit our bum down towards our heel, lift the toes up and work the elbows towards the floor. Okay, and then we're going to get our heel towards the opposite hip into our pigeon pose, starting up nice and high. Get the stretch going through the hip flexors. And then leaning forward, stretching through the glutes, or the one glute, or the one set of glutes. coming back up. Let's peel that back foot off the floor. Get the stretch going through the quads as well. Okay, we're going to leave it there for today, guys. Thanks for joining in, and I'll see you next time.